Hi, girls, and welcome to this session of the AAUW Conference for 8th Grade Girls. I'm very glad that you've decided to take part in this conference. Myself, I'm Angie Nett. I'm the Director of Human Resources at Sorenson Engineering. We're an engineering and manufacturing facility, and I've had the pleasure of interviewing many young engineers over the 9 years I've been with the firm. And often I ask these young engineers, why engineering? And I ask because I want to know what drew them to engineering. Often I hear, I always loved math, or I like to take things apart and put them back together, or I grew up building with Legos or other building blocks, or I work on cars, or I take motorcycles apart. And what does this tell me? It tells me that they've always had a passion for these things that they love. And that's who they are. And then they built on top of this natural talent, this natural passion, they built it into a strength by their education. Now I'm going to share my screen. And the title of this presentation is Everyone is Different. Everyone is different, and we should take some time to figure out who we are. Who am I? What are my talents? What am I passionate about? And do you love school? Do you love math or science? Are you interested in how things are made? Are you interested in improving technology that's already out there? When you use your iPhone or Android, do you think, if only it would, and you have a great idea for an addition to a phone? Or do you love to analyze? Do you love to read? Do you like to dig into a problem? Or perhaps you love to talk. Perhaps you like to present in front of others. We're all different. We think differently. We behave differently. We're individuals, and our natural ways of thinking are our natural talents. I'm glad you decided to take part in this conference designed especially for you, 8th grade girls, looking at career options in a STEM field. When I was in 8th grade, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew I loved science. But I didn't know what I could do with that idea. And this conference is a fantastic opportunity for you to learn a little bit about several different careers and to learn a little bit about how to choose one. Albeit the conference is a little bit different this year. We're not able to meet in person, but let's make the best of it. What I'm hoping that you'll learn from this talk today is that you are wonderfully unique and that you should pay attention to who you are and what talents you have, especially when considering a lifelong career. Now, if you look at your special talents, that will help you decide what the best career for you is. Uh, Taking those talents and building upon them by your education and building them into a strength. You go to college and you build yourself a lifelong, fulfilling career. So let's think about careers and let's dig in just a little bit. See if we can get an idea what a natural talent is. Think about what you're passionate about. What do you love to do? Think about what your friends or your parents tell you that you're great at. And what's behind that? Why are you great at it? What is your natural talent? Do you want to be a doctor or an engineer? Now, if you have it in front of you, let's get a pen, paper, maybe your tablet, or take notes on your computer. And let's write down 5 of your natural talents. If you have trouble thinking about what your natural talent is, remember what I said earlier. Something that you're deeply passionate about. Do you love numbers? Do you love talking to people? What is it that you are great at? Are you super interested in how things work or how things are made? Do you see things differently than your friends? And they say, oh, you're so good at that. Are you the first one to figure out the right direction on a map or figure out a puzzle and your friends are struggling? What makes you wonderfully unique? I hope you have some ideas and that you've written 5 down, but don't worry if you couldn't think of anything right away. Continue to think about it. Ask your parents, ask your brother or sister, ask your best friend. What do you think I'm good at? Now, this conference today is designed to help you think about science, technology, engineering, or math careers. But I believe that if you know what you're naturally good at, then this will help you narrow down what careers you want to look at. What suits you? What career suits you based on your special talents? If you look at the talents that you just wrote down, can you build on any of those talents? Can you add your education to that talent to build a career? And you have to decide on the exact career now. But what are your talents? What fulfills you? What are you passionate about? For instance, do you love to solve problems? Do you come up with ideas on how to solve problems and you just need to figure out how to implement it? Have you ever thought, there's got to be a better way to do this, and then came up with something? Perhaps then you could be an engineer. Are you naturally good with numbers? Easily understand math problems? Do you just seem to get it when others don't? Perhaps accounting, bookkeeping, CPA, or engineering, as I mentioned earlier. Or you could add to your love of numbers, love of science, become a research scientist. Do you find it easy to put your thoughts into words? Do you enjoy routine and structure? Perhaps writing processes or technical writing is for you. Discovering who you are will help build your confidence, build your resilience, build your productivity and engagement in your learning. Understanding who you are gives you hope and direction for your life. If you need a little help deciding on what your natural talents are, there's a great workbook called Strengths Explorer. It's published by Gallup, Strengths Finder, and it's designed for 10 to 14-year-olds. And you can use the system online or you can purchase the workbook. It is at strengths-explorer.com. And I've put a link at the top. Oh, I don't know if the link will work in a video, but there's a link up at the top. And perhaps you want to go have a look and dig into who you are, what your special talents are, what makes you wonderfully unique. Everyone is different. Take some time to understand who you are so that you can reach your fullest potential.